Okay, this video is for defense. I'm not going to watch that one. Okay, here we have a base blue. Going to watch Mosman. Mosman, this is fantastic. I love how low you are. You roll your hips, you get your hands inside. I just like to see you get extension faster. I want you to get extension right away and then settle your feet so you can get off and make the play. But this is a nice job of firing out low and aggressive. You're punching this guy back. I just like to see you get extension a little bit faster. Burke, I like your pad level. That's not bad there. Okay, we get moved a little bit. I mean, this is a lot of weight coming at us. I just like to see if we can get our feet rooted into the ground a little bit better, have flat feet, so we don't get moved as much. Alton, you're too high. Okay, your guy wants nothing to do with you, so you get your eyes inside, and then you can pursue down flat to the ball. I don't think this is bad. I would have liked to see you strike your guy a little bit more and be lower, because right now you're just standing straight up and down. Okay, Mosman, you got to if you're slanting, you need to go this way and rip across his face. You do not get into your gap. So we're not gap accountable. That's not good. Okay, Burke, good job fighting across face and running laterally to try to get there. Okay, Alton, you should be in a five technique here. This is a sail, so you should be in a five technique and you should be attacking his outside number. Your eyes immediately go into the backfield, which is not good. You're not getting to the outside number. You're getting reached right now, which isn't good. You should be a C gap contained player. Okay, so you should be outside this guy. You should be containing this ball all day instead of getting driven back here. Okay, that's not good. That's not a good play for you. Oh, sorry, that last play was wave, not sail. My fault. Oh no, sorry, it was Sale. What am I talking about? Because Alton, you're the Viper and Mosman's the tank. I'm sorry. Here, Mosman, this isn't good for you. I think this is just base blue, so you should be getting hands on your tackle. You don't get hands on him at all, which isn't good. I don't care that you turn the play in. This is not your job. You should be getting hands on right here on your key, doing your job. Okay, you should be playing this lag technique on this guy right here. Okay, and you'd be doing the same thing. Actually, you'd be occupying two guys. You'd be occupying him and occupying this guy who's trying to take you over. And you'd be sitting in your gap doing the same thing you're doing right now, but Hellinger would be more open instead of having this guy on him right away. Okay. So you should be looking just like Burke here, where he's holding on to the center. The center is not able to get up to the second level. Well, he shouldn't be. It'd be nice if Burke was a little bit more in front of him. But this is why I want us to do that, is so we're occupying two guys. Okay. And Alton, you want to wonder why I tell you to squeeze and I got on you during the game to squeeze is because you do an excellent job here doing that, where you're squeezing this guy and then this play comes all the way back to you and you're there to make the tackle. That's your tackle to make if that ball comes all the way back. That's why I tell you not to just run flat down the line of scrimmage because there's no way you would have made that tackle if you were flying down here uh, and not getting hands on this guy. So we need to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. This linebacker is able to flow because we're squeezing, and then you're in your gap able to make the play if that ball cuts back to you. So that's a good job there. Mosman, you got to keep your feet. Burke, good job trying to work a move there, a little push pull. Alton, get your hands inside here. Okay, Mosman, not bad here. I just like to see us with a wider base. So we're a little bit better in taking this on here. Okay, Burke, you should be slanting to the left here because he's slanting and he's slanting. So I don't know if this is a twist. Is this a twist call? No, I don't know what's going on here. I think we should be a 5 here. He's slant, and you should be slanting there because it's hard to tell. I don't know what this call is. Let me check. Is it up here? No, we don't have the defensive call up here. I could be wrong here. Oh, you know what? I think we're actually trying to do the opposite. It's hard to tell. I think we're actually trying to go here. So Burke, I think what you're doing here is fine. Just got to get back vertical in our gap here. And then Alton, if you're a 5 technique, you can't be inside shoulder of this guy. You got to be outside sitting down lower. You're too high. Okay, we're not getting our hands inside. You're trying to get out of the double team, which is not what we're supposed to do. You're supposed to be staying doubled and not getting moved. Okay, so that's not good on our part there. Okay, Mosman, we got to be lower like we were on that first play of the game where you got underneath this guy. If you're getting double teamed, you need to turn away from pressure like we worked on and practiced. We need to try to drop that inside knee to the ground and not get moved like we're getting moved right here because we're just giving up way too much ground and making too big of a hole for the running back. Okay, that's on us up front. Burke, I love how low you are. That's fantastic. That's exactly how that should look. Okay, see, once again, I can't tell. I can't this It's not a good thing if I can't tell for slanting. I think Mosman, you're in a 5 technique. It's hard to tell because it looks like you're almost inside this guy. It's hard. Burke, I think you're slanting here. Alton, I think you're slanting here. Okay, but you're not getting into your gap like we're supposed to. So it's hard to tell, which is it's not a good thing. I should be able to tell pretty clearly if we're slanting and if we're a 5 technique, but I'm not able to see that. Okay, here I think we're running a sail again. Okay, 5 technique. So Trent, you got to be lower. You're too high. You're standing straight up and down. That's why he's able to get underneath you. Okay, Chuck, this isn't bad right here. Okay, you're able to work back into your gap, which is good. You're nice and low. Okay, Alton, your 5 technique. We're just way too high. We're not physical on our key. Um, yeah, we're not being physical on them, and we're way too high. Okay, next play, we're in goal line, so we should be a 4 technique, running up, running up. Okay, and we should be in a 4 technique here as well. Burke, I like how low you are taking this on. That's exactly how that should look here. If we're getting double team, we're nice and low, dropping the knee, okay, causing this big pile right here. This is exactly what we want to do. And I have this ball bounce out to uh, our open safety right here. Okay. No one's there to block him, which is excellent. And he's there to make the tackle. Okay. That's an excellent goal line stand. That's exactly how that should look. Okay. Trent and Chuck, it'd be nice if we can sit here and identify this a little bit faster and then we can spin out. Spin out and try to go help out on the play. Okay, next one here. This should be the same thing. 4 technique. Okay, A gaps, 4 technique, punching our guy. So Trent good. Burke good. Okay, Chuck, that's a good job. Just try to stay in your gap here. Alton, we're too high. You need to be like Burke on the last play, but you don't get moved too much. But we need to be like Burke on that last play down by the hips. Okay, here this is base. We should be getting hands on our tackle. We don't get hands on our tackle. Okay, we should be squeezing him, playing that inside shoulder, playing that lag technique. Same thing here, Chuck. We should be playing that lag technique. Okay, Trent, I'd like you to be more physical on this guy and stay in front of him more. Okay, this is a good job coming back out. Just got a little bit more speed than you do. Okay, this is base. We need to be getting hands on our key, playing the lag technique, which we don't, and then we get reached by the next guy, which isn't good. So now we're no longer in our gap, and this ball's being ran right where you should be, Gabe. Same thing, Tommy. We should be playing this lag technique here um, on the center, but we don't get there. Okay, and we end up getting reached by the backside guard. That's not good. Okay, Braden, we don't get hands on our key. We're not playing lag techniques. So right across the board, all three of us, we're not doing our job. Okay, if you feel like your lineman is retreating too fast, okay, and it's too good to be true where you get through really easy, you need to stop moving your feet and try to go find the running back and retrace your steps um because it's a screen. Okay, here we have a wave call. Mosman, you got to get over into your gap. This is your gap right here. You need to make sure you get over into it. Moline, good job getting over into your gap. Gabe, good job being a 5 technique, attacking the outside shoulder. Just you get your hands inside. Okay, Braden, we're too high. Okay, we need to have a wider base. Have a wider base. Have your feet planted flat on the ground here. You see how his feet are planted flat on the ground and your feet, you're up on your toes. You cannot generate enough force so he's able to drive you inside by himself. Tommy, we're way too high. That's why this big guy crushes you. Just way too high. Way, way too high. Okay. Gabe, same thing. We're too high, but I like how you have your hands inside. Jack, I don't know why you're way out here. It doesn't look like we're having any sort of stunt on. So you need to be head up forward technique on the tackle. Okay, here, this looks like it's a wave call. Okay, we're in a 5 technique here. Most been watching you. You're in your 5 tech. That's good. Get extension faster so you can see where the play's going. I like how you're pressing into this guy, though. Chuck, we got to get across face here. Okay, we got to get across this guy's face into your gap. We got to have our feet more under control. So we're not just running straight up field. We need to be able to plant our feet and then spin out of this. Okay, Alton, I'd prefer us to get into our gap and then spin out once we know for sure. So I want you to get here, get across this guy's face, because this guy could cut the ball back here. The guy has not declared himself yet, so I think you're a little premature of getting heading out there. I want you to get into your gap and then spin out once that ball is declared. Okay, Alton, good job with the push pull here. Okay, Gabe and Moline, we need to turn away from pressure and drop our inside knee. When we're getting double team, both of you guys, your hands are decent. Okay, you roll your hips, but once we feel that double team coming, we need to drop down and create a pile. We need to drop down and create a pile. We're just giving up too much ground. Braden, I could say the same thing for you. Chuck, we got to sit down more. Gabe, we got to sit down more and drop the knee. We're getting driven straight into our linebacker, so he's not able to flow and help out on the play. Ife, that's a decent job, but the thing is, Ife, we're getting double teamed. I want you to sit here and stay here. Do not try to get off and go make a play. Chuck, we need to get hands on our key. I don't care if you hear almost making the play or not. Okay, we need to be here getting hands on our key. That's our job for this. Okay. Gabe, we're way too high. We're not being physical on our key. Okay, we're just getting popped straight up. Okay, and we're getting double teamed. Our eyes are in the backfield and we're not reading our key. Ife, you need to use your hands and get extension. Trent, you need to stay. I mean, we need to go out with our key. We're getting reached by the next guy, which is not good. That's not what should happen. Okay, Burke, good job playing that lag technique on your guy. Alton, this isn't good at all. Okay, we need to get hands on our guy and squeeze him so he's not getting up to the second level. Okay, we got to make sure we're doing a better job on that backside. We have to be physical on our keys, guys. Have to be physical on our keys.